Hey guys, Sammy Monster here with a brand new time-lapse video, and it is a little late this week just because I really didn't think I was actually going to upload today. I was struggling to draw last week. I started out with this sketch that you see on the screen, and when I tried to convert it digitally, it wasn't working how I wanted it to work. So I started out with a sketch in my sketchbook. I really wanted to start working on badge designs, and so I was going to go with fan art. I know I talked about last week how I wasn't going to try and do as much fan art as usual, but I still had ideas for fan art. If you want to check out that video, it was the Cyborg screen cap redraw, and I'll put it around the video somewhere for you to check out. But yeah, I started out with this sketch in my sketchbook and tried to convert it digitally, but I just wasn't feeling it. I wasn't having the best of luck, and everything I tried, it just wasn't working. So I scrapped it and procrastinated on and off for like a week, and I tried to draw things. I tried to attempt the sketch a few times before giving up. So this first sketch I started working on was Poison Ivy from Batman. I really wanted to start designing some badges based around the Gotham City Sirens and the Birds of Prey, because I recently just started getting into those comics, and I really like the characters from the Gotham City Sirens. Like, I love Poison Ivy, I love Harley, and I love Catwoman. And then from the Birds of Prey, I love Batgirl. Batgirl is like my #1 favorite superhero. But yeah, so I decided to leave it, and I tried every day for that week to draw something, and nothing was happening. So I left that project and decided to work on something else. As I mentioned, my badge press actually came on the Monday that I uploaded the Cyborg video, and yeah, I was really excited about designing badges, but I think I was putting too much pressure on myself. So I kind of just let it go and started drawing something that I kind of just felt the urge to draw. So I started with this demon girl with like red skin and grey hair. I really wanted some short bangs, like that lady from the Antwood, I forget her name. But yeah, I was really inspired by that, like really those really short bangs. I really like that. Like, it makes your forehead look huge, but I don't know, I'm kind of into that. I'm into like bangs. I wish I could pull it off, but I feel like at my age that I really can't. I just don't think I have the right face shape. But yeah, so I tried something else with this piece. As you can see, I'm lining everything in black lines, which is something that I don't normally do. I haven't done line art for a while. The last time I did line art was in October for my Astrid and Misty piece for Halloween, and it's because I was attempting to cell shade. So I decided that I was going to give cell shading another go in this piece, and it's so quick. Like, I wish I could be quicker. I just wasn't really happy with how the cell shading turned out. So I need to practice, and I need to find an easier way to do it. Ideally, I think if I worked on it, I could possibly just use a mouse to color the whole thing. I wouldn't need to use my tablet, and I would only use my tablet for more complex pieces when I really feel like coloring. Obviously, I need my tablet to sketch, so the sketching process, but apart from that, I'm gonna try something else a little extra next time. I think I have some ideas already brewing in my head as how I can make the process a lot quicker and a lot easier for myself. I also tried a different light source in this piece. I've tried the light from below before, and I've been a little bit unsuccessful, but this time I think it worked really well, and I think the piece looks very atmospheric. I think I've gotten a lot better as I've progressed on my journey of art, and I'm definitely ready and keen to try new things because I'm feeling a little bit static. My art's a little bit static at the moment, like it's very same, and I kind of just want to experiment and try different things. So there is that. But how I tackle the line art is the same way I tackle my flat colors. I use vector layers as well as the direct to draw tools, and then I just edit the lines using the vector tools, and I think I might do a video of it in the near future, just because line art, it puts so much pressure on my hand, and so I don't do it too much, just because I'm trying to make the process of digital art a lot easier for me and a lot quicker. I feel like digital art takes me ages. And this piece took me about 5 hours in total because I was playing around. So I started cel shading with a purple for the skin, and I started off experimenting with the rough pen. I think it's like a textured pen. Yeah, the textured pen. And then that one didn't look good. That didn't look as good as I thought it was going to in my head. So I scrapped that and just went back to the good old G pen, which is actually one of my favorite tools in Clip Studio Paint. It's just really nice. The stylization in this program is spectacular, but I still managed to get some wonky lines, and yeah, it's, I don't know. I think I'm getting it a little bit better, and I think with confidence will come better like lines, hand-drawn lines, but yeah, there's still a bit janky. So what I did is, because I wasn't really happy with all the harsh lines in this piece, I decided to actually use a blending tool. You can see me experimenting here, and I scrap it for a little bit. I try not to use the blending tools too much. I used to only exclusively use the blending tools exclusively with the G pen when I first started using Clip Studio Paint, but I find that it can make the work look muddy, and I'm not really into that as much as I was when I first, I think blending tools are a great place to start off with if you're unsure, and you can actually, I think the great thing about blending tools is you can use them in conjunction with the other tools that Clip Studio Paint provides. And so I started using, I think, the opaque watercolor brush, and using that in conjunction with the watercolor blending tool, but eventually I got a bit more confident and I started just using the watercolor brushes. I actually exclusively only really at the moment use the transparent watercolor brush tool, and I'd like to change that. I think I'd like to try other things, maybe in the near future. I've got other plans to try other things in the next video, which is probably just going to be another coloring thing, and yeah. Yeah, so I didn't record this sketch for this piece just because I didn't know if it was going to work out, but it worked out in the end. So I recorded the coloring process, and so I was able to get a shorter video this week, and I just thought I'd put the little poison ivy sketch process in the beginning, just to show you guys what I was trying to work on, and I ultimately failed. But I started with making badges on the weekend. More mishaps than successes, but it's a fun process. It's a little stressful because my niece was trying to help me, and she constantly talks, so I was forgetting really silly things and wasted a couple of badges. But hopefully I'm going to make some more badges this weekend coming, and yeah, just play around with it. So with the blending tool, you'll see in a little bit, I actually used it mostly for just the hair and just a little bit on the skin. I think I end up eventually lowering the shadow on the face, the opacity of the shadow on the face, just because it was a bit too dark, but I do like the final effect of this piece. I'm really happy with how this piece turned out. I'd love to experiment some more and try some different things, and I feel like this piece took me back to when I first started art. I was really into horror, drawing horror characters, a little bit of cutesy fantasy characters, but mostly dark, sinister, horror inspired characters. And yeah, it was a really fun piece. I'm not crazy about this piece. I don't think it's one of my best, and I think I could do better, but I think for the time restraint that I had, it turned out alright. But we are coming close to the end of this video, so if you like this video, please feel free to give it a thumbs up, and if you want to stay up to date with videos, subscribe and hit that little bell. All social media will be listed down below in the description, and I hope you guys are having a great day, and you have a great week, and that is pretty much it from me. I will talk to you all very, very soon. Bye!